Welcome back to another episode of Late Night at the Barcade. This is episode 6, the finale, apparently. Not really. This is everything's good to go. Everything's happening. Everything's good. We got stories to tell. But today, I am blessed with two guests. I thought one wasn't going to join us today, but they did. It's Peasant and Scrap. I think I messed it up already. It's Peasant.
No, it's Peasant now. It's Peasant.
It's not Peasant now. You can't just change it.
I'm changing it. You changed it.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, the first ever co-guest host of the show. You know, we've already fucked up so many times. We had 30 minutes before this that we were dicking around, getting things done. Audio wasn't working. Everything sucked. Okay. Whatever. I'm already getting agitated. This is the first ever episode. And for the audience at home, this is the first ever episode, right? Where I have felt nervous because it's in the first 30 minutes of this recording, we had a bunch of issues. Someone was claiming to say the N-word, which, you know, is not okay. And I don't know, some other things. But we're here now. Would you guys love to introduce yourselves? Please.
Yeah, I'm Peasant, which Jhon gave me that nickname, which I think is demeaning, but, you know,
I didn't give him the fucking nickname. He asked me for the nickname. Whatever. Fuck me then. Yeah, sure. Go on.
And I'm here to be the antithesis of Jhon.
Whatever that means, yeah. And we also have Scrap here.
Hi. I'm John's coworker, and we went from enemies to lovers to now ex-lovers.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
That's the story. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the story. For a little bit of context, right? Both of these people are my friends. They aren't strangers we picked up on the internet.
No, I'm a deep stranger.
Scrap here.
Like, I met him 5 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. I'm not even drunk enough yet for this podcast. Scrap here was one of, I have mentioned many times, we used to have a ex-host. Well, not ex-host, but used to be a host alongside with me. She was part of one of the original episodes. So she does know how the show runs. She has a very good idea. Now, it's been, I think, 2 years since, roundabout. So we might be a little rusty. But, you know, it's a bit of a reunion of sorts, right? As it's been, well, she was there on the first ever episode of Late Night at the Barcade, which will never be shown.
Never.
No. And Peasant here, or Pheasant, or whatever the fuck he's gonna call himself, is a dear friend of mine. Peasant? I don't know. Is it Pheasant? Do I have to change my notes? I don't know. You know, I was very ready for this show. I had a bunch of things I was going to do, a bunch of topic points I was going to bring up. We haven't even started the real intro.
He was going to mention them, but never talk about them.
Welcome to the show, right? I'm your host, Jhon. I haven't even said that yet. As per usual, we're not doing an actual intro until right now. Today we have a bunch of topic points to talk about. We've actually got fan mail this time, which is surprising. And a lot of you are assholes. So, you know, we're going to be reading that off. And one of you, I think, is a child, which is not good. Don't look at my content. But stop saying I'm not professional. I've got two co-guest hosts.
I'm the co-guest host.
Okay, fuck you. We got a bunch of topic points to talk about. We're finally talking about Burger Andy. I have been mentioning it for the past 3 episodes. If you remember in the first episode, I was going to bring it up and then I didn't bring it up. We're bringing it up today. Talking about Cheers culture. Finally, I said last episode I was going to talk about it. I didn't. Guess why? Because I forgot. And we're talking about it tonight because we're drinking tonight. If you haven't known, if you didn't see the last episode or the one before that, this is the first ever and probably last episode where we will be drinking. We're having quite a lot to drink. And, you know, as the show keeps going on, it's going to get worse and worse. So buckle in. I think my co-guest host... Yeah?
I'm so sorry.
Just interrupt.
Can we go around the table
intro?
real quick?
Fun.
Just to like have a simple counter. Like how far in are we all right now?
I've had 2 wines.
I am.
Wow.
3 drinks deep.
Of what?
Vodka lemonades, baby. Like
Ooh,
half,
yum.
fucking vodka, half lemonade.
You know, I would say a point here to ask my editor to put up some cool little prompts about how much we're drinking. But right now she's mad at me, so we're not doing that. Sorry. Anyway, speaking of, I gotta introduce her because, you know, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. And we'll be talking about it later. I have an editor, you know.
Wow.
People don't know that.
I feel so sorry about them.
Yeah.
To whoever's editing this, no, you are doing so much to make Jhon
Okay.
So that's 5 ounces of rum as I'm pouring the whole bottle.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, all right, well, look, for a bit of context, we'll talk about it later, okay? I promised them I would talk about it. Anyway, we're all drinking. Thanks for interrupting my intro.
You're welcome.
This is still part of the intro, too. I want to get onto the topics. We've got a bunch of topic points. The co-hosts here, co-guest hosts, have brought up their own topic points. We're going to talk about our first topic coming up. I'm going to let the co-host, co-guest host talk about it. And we're going to talk about what the fuck a co-guest host is. We've got a bunch of other stuff. I'm sick again because every time I start this episode, I get sick. Every time I start the show, I get sick. It's like these two are cursing me. Okay, this is terrible. Oh my god. Lily, cut everything, please. Jesus Christ.
I love you, Lily.
Lily, you're doing great work.
Kiss me.
Yeah, okay, cool. Let's start the show. You guys have a topic point you want to bring up? We're going to talk about cheers culture. Now, for those who don't
cheers,
know,
everybody.
Right, because we're drinking. Don't fucking start. I'm not cheersing with you. I'm not even going to drink with
Yay,
you.
great cheers.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Cheers. Add that to the counter, Lily. Vodka.
Don't have a counter, Lily.
Off the
Stop
counter.
putting it. I don't... You. Oh my god. You're going to make her mad, dude. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. We're talking about
Mine
cheers
make
culture.
you
This is a
mad if
professional
she's asking
podcast.
everything.
Right? For those who do not know, I'm sure everyone fucking knows at this point, apart from that one child who sent me a message, right? Cheers culture is a big fucking thing everywhere, because we're all secretly drunk and fucking obese and annoyed, right? But on VR chat, which is our singular topic I tend to bring up too many fucking times, cheers culture is this really plagueous fucking thing on the community. You'll go to any world after fucking like 6 p.m., maybe 7 p.m. on a weeknight, right? And you'll be sitting there in a game, and I'm sure you guys might have experienced this before. You'll be sitting in a random lobby that's not about drinking or anything, and some little fucking autist will come up and say, "Oh, cheers! The night's young. It's 6 p.m. somewhere," and you know, because they want an excuse to drink, right? They'll sit there and fucking you know, beg the rest of the room to drink with them because they need an excuse to drink, right?
Yeah.
And it's this really, really toxic kind of habit people are doing, right? Because you'll be sitting just in a basic conversation, because of course VR chat people don't understand the word, you know, personal space, nor that they have the capacity to understand that, right? I talked about it on another episode, which is fine. It's whatever. We all have. It's that kind of space. Same with Discord. Same with any kind of internet fucking group show where it brings people to get group, like app thingy, game, whatever you want to call it. There will always be this community who are so ingratiated with drinking, right? That you stop saying sorry guys, that you'll find in these situations and in normal groups that there's always this small little subsection of people who are, you know, absorbed with the idea of drinking. We're doing that now, of course, but we don't go on to rent. Exactly.
We're different.
Yeah,
exactly.
we know each
We're
other,
not like
and
that.
we are in a call surrounded with each other. We don't go in public looking for someone who seems as if they are holding a beverage and scream, "Did somebody say cheers?" And we say, "No, I was politely explaining the deep lore of the Omniverse to my friend." And then another fuckboy will rush in, having heard the other guy say cheers and scream cheers. And then I and my friend has to watch as now a circle jerk of men are now drinking air with face tracking. Isn't it
Yeah.
attractive?
It's wonderful, isn't it? Because it's a great, attractive thing when you're trying to go in a social space and make friends. When the one guy you're talking to just wants to get belligerently... Stop saying random words. Belligerent.
Yes.
Lily, cut it, Lily, cut it.
And this has no tie to real bars.
Marry me,
Huh?
Lily.
This Cheers culture totally has no ties to or start in real bars.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with real bars. You're exactly right. You know, it
Wait,
is...
the real bars, does that happen?
Yeah. Go to any
Really?
club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I've
are
been to
drinking
clubs,
in
but I've
a
never
group.
actually seen it.
Clubs are different. Clubs you don't talk. That's the whole point of clubs.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But
okay.
bars,
You don't talk.
Yeah,
You
okay.
just watch
If you are
people get
drinking in a
down
group,
and go like, I
you will-
want to.
You've gone to the wrong
Drug you.
clubs. You've gone to the wrong... I talk all the
You
time in
haven't-
the clubs. Well, I mean, yeah, I've
You
had
are
people
the
try to
people-
You're
drug me
able
at
to
clubs.
talk? What are you?
Yeah.
You're just screaming in people's ears?
Yeah, well, essentially that's
No.
what you're doing.
No,
Do
you
you
scream
take
in
them
people's
outside
ears and then
while
you
they're
walk
smoking and
away
say,
to have a
"Hey, mama."
conversation. That's different. Like
Yeah.
in the club, you're
Okay,
dancing
yeah,
with
sure.
people. But in bars,
yeah,
if you
okay.
were drinking a group, you will likely have someone say cheers or even a stranger. It
Mhm.
happens in real
Okay.
life bars.
In my country,
Yeah, well,
clubs are
bars-
very much like the bar. There's the bar and then the dance floor, and that's different. Like the club itself is a bar and it's a club, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So yeah, no,
Yes.
you're right. So
That's the
if it is
symbol
like a
here.
bar or something like that, yeah. If it's on the dance floor, you're not gonna have that often, unless you go to mosh bars, which are just as bad.
Can we talk
know.
about that? I'm sorry. Is that too off topic?
Dude, mosh bars,
What's
yeah,
a
dude,
mosh
this is
Yeah,
bar?
what
part
the
of the
fuck is
show.
a mosh bar? I'm sorry.
We
Is there like
okay,
a mosh
okay, we've got to
pit, but like there's just
whatever
a
we
bar?
do, we're gonna
'Cause that sounds lit as
circle
fuck,
around.
and my
Okay,
country
it's
Fuck.
sucks.
I mean, damn, go to a mosh pit.
Like,
Okay.
really
Bar.
bad.
you guys think it's cool, but it really fucking isn't. Okay, we're
It
gonna
sounds
talk
metal
about
as
this.
fuck.
Have
You
you,
know,
been
Lily
to
has a
a
problem-
mosh pit?
But she gets very annoyed if when we bring up different topic points within a topic point, because chaptering it makes it really hard. I swear, Lily, we will talk about this when it gets back, all right? But mosh clubs, right, are essentially, you'll have a very, very, very tiny club. This is maybe, I don't have my webcam on, but it's the size of my room. You guys know what my room looks like. Size of my room. Lengthwise
Yeah?
is double, maybe
Sure.
triple, right? Very, very
Okay.
tiny. So
Okay.
you have maybe 100 people back to back to back. There's barely any room to get to the back of the
So
club to go to the
normal.
toilet, right? So to go to the toilet,
that-
you have to fucking squeeze past everyone, right?
Yeah, I can
it is-
smell
it's-
that.
It's disgusting. The whole thing's disgusting.
It
People
sounds
fall
like
over,
a normal
people
club on Friday
vomit.
night. I'm gonna be so
Okay.
furry.
The difference is it's a constant mosh, right? You are
Yes.
genuinely sitting there bashing into each other,
Yes.
dancing around each other. It's a mosh, right? But everyone has like alcohol in their hands, so alcohol's going everywhere. It's splashing on everyone.
Yes.
It's getting into the electronics. It's fucking disgusting, right? The floors are sticky.
Oh, so a college club. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So-
It's a
if
college.
anyone
It's a
ever-
college mosh club. Yeah.
Would you describe it as a monster mash?
the monster.
Okay,
Yeah,
die.
because now I'm just imagining like that will
Yeah.
be like whenever someone says monster mash, I'm only going to imagine this now.
It's just so tightly knit. They do have, per our regulations in our country, there is a limit of the amount of people you can go in, which I think was like 120 for the space. Because they don't want people to die, right?
Yeah.
Or die of
Well, that's good.
asphyxiation. But very much the entire thing. There's like a couple of seats that you can take, but you are genuinely surrounded by people. I think some of
Yes.
the best moments I've ever had was sitting down in those tables in this mosh bar or mosh club and just having people bash into you while you're sitting down and trying to have a conversation with the guy in front of you, right?
That sounds
Um,
like a city bar where it's like, yeah, there's people trying to line up and there's a limited amount of people in and it's packed jam, like you cannot sit down without being bumped into. I've never
Yeah,
heard it called
it's
mosh
essentially
bar,
that.
though.
No, but it is genuinely a mosh bar. It is as close as you can get. People are bashing into each other while heavy music is played. You know,
I thought it was gonna be a
is
mosh pit. I'm disappointed. I'm gonna be
I
so
know,
honest.
that's
I
what
was
I'm
on.
You
saying.
thought it was a
I was
mosh
like,
pit?
how-
The
I thought it
whole
was a
thing
mosh
is a mosh
pit.
pit.
Crowd
No,
surfing.
it's not.
There's
No.
no one crowd
A
surfing in this bar, bro.
cramped place is not a mosh pit. A mosh pit is a very different thing.
Yeah, man.
Sure, whatever you want to fucking say, okay? But it's
Sure.
so closely knit.
Like, there should be people doing pirouettes and, like,
There should
you know,
be people,
lightsaber
like,
fighting
depending
over
on
there.
how many, there should be people crowd killing, there should be people, like, running
Oh
in.
my god.
running into
No.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are people running into it. They do all of this stuff. People are fighting in the fucking mosh pit. It is a mosh pit, right? As much as you can say.
That's
Rad. People are fighting each other. People are dancing on top of each other.
Well,
people
is
are
it-
twerking. People
question,
are doing weird
is it-
fucking shit. Yeah, okay.
Is
yeah?
it EDM
Question,
music?
Is this a mosh pit?
Is it
I
EDM
don't
music?
remember.
Yeah, what's
I
the
believe.
vibe?
Probably.
Okay.
Because if it's EDM and no metal, then it ain't fucking mosh pit. It's just a cramped space where
Fine.
people are doing
Fine. I didn't know I was
Do you
sitting here
imagine
with the
classical
fucking.
to a-
classical. Fucking
Huh?
put
I
on
think
some
it was- look, I
Mozart.
think it was Drake. I think
Yeah,
it was
Lily,
Drake before
Yeah,
he became a
that's
pedophile or
Beethoven.
something like that.
That's
No,
a
Lily,
no.
don't play Beethoven. We're gonna
Lily,
get
Play.
play Hotline Bling.
Stop asking Lily to do things. She's my editor.
Listen, Lily, don't listen to Jhon. You you make this podcast entertaining.
Lily, give me your PayPal.
Okay, stop doing this. Right. You wanted to know about this podcast thing. Let me describe the environment, right? Because this was when I was in college. So you know, Scrap would have known me at that point. It's actually when we were doing Late Night at the Barcade, the first ever episode. It was the night of, in fact, which is really wacky, right? Because as soon as we finished the episode, because we got fucking belligerently drunk, I decided with a
started
couple of
falling.
mates. It was so fun. It was so fun. But because we had got so belligerently drunk, I decided with a friend of mine to just go clubbing that night, right? Because you know I was drunk. We were drinking. For me, it was at I think 11 in the morning up to 3 p.m. And then after that, it was just might as well hang out for 5 hours and then go to the clubs, right? Because there's nothing else to do. You're in college. That's what it is. So yeah, we go to this bar, and there isn't many, but this guy is telling me, this friend of mine is like, well, dude, there's this great mosh pit club, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Although you don't think it's a mosh pit, that's what it was called. It was called Mosh. That's the name of the place, right? And so we went in with a friend of ours who absolutely just hated the clubbing scene, because in college, and I don't support this, but in college, it's a very traditional thing to bring a friend who's like very uncomfortable in X, Y, and Z, and take him to the to clubs to make him feel confident, right? Was it a good thing to do?
So a
Probably not,
hazing
right?
ritual.
Essentially, it was a hazing ritual, right? Of sorts, to get this guy more interested in our kind of life, right? At the time.
Yeah.
And so we go into this club, and it is packed to the fucking brim. And I'm dancing with people. It's fun as shit. I'm having conversations with people while we dance, right? We're fucking chugging beers. We're doing, what's that thing where you wrap each other's arms and you're drinking out of the other person's cup?
Does
forget
that have
what
a
that's
name?
called.
I've
think
never
it-
called
it-
it. I've heard it
feel
called
like it has a
buddy
name.
drinking, but like I don't think that's the official.
I think it's buddy drinking. I feel like buddy drinking is the word for it. But I was doing that with a bunch of strangers.
I think it
Could
depends
be.
on the culture. Yeah, no, it really depends.
It was a really, really packed night. But what the most important part of it was that we lost this guy in the mosh. Apparently, he had gone to the end of the fucking room, right? Well, me and this other guy, we were partying with a couple of girls at the time. And so I'm like, okay, we gotta go find this guy, because I feel really bad. He's stuck in the mosh, and he's texting me on my phone. I can't pick up my phone, because we're in the middle of this mosh. There's no space, right? But I know he's texting me. He's probably at the back of the bar, right? And so we're going through the bar. Stop saying We're going through the bar and pushing past people, and I accidentally push a guy into the table that people were drinking at, and I'm like, oh dude, sorry, and he tries to throw a fucking punch at me.
Yeah,
right?
let's go.
Nice.
And he starts this off, and I push him back, right? I'm like, dude, fuck off, right?
Movie scene.
Yeah, well, we're not starting it. But the thing is that as soon as he landed that blow, he pushed me into someone else who started beating up that guy because he thought he was, this random guy who wasn't even part of it, was pushed by this fat guy that I had pushed into the fucking table. So a fight's starting in the bar. And you know, the guard, not the guards, but the security are like telling them to knock it off,
this only
right?
happens in D&D, dude. That's awesome.
No, it was fucking chaotic.
Exactly.
It was chaotic, right? This guy's fighting this guy. Some other guys joining in to push him off, right? The girls at the table are, you know, rallying their friend to come over and get these guys away. The fat guy gets taken out of the club, right? Later on, they're still fighting at this point. The security guards, because it's a mosh pit, right? Or just a mosh bar, there's not a lot of space. The security guards are now pushing people to the left and right as they try to bulldoze their way through the crowd to get to this area. And me and my friend were noticing, like, this is getting really bad. So I saw the guy at the end of the club. I'm telling him to come over, and he's slowly making his way over. We get out of the club. Police start to arrive because the fucking fighting is getting really bad. You know, and we get out of there and we go to another club, right? But
go to another club, start another fight.
Yeah, of course. Well, fucking, you know, I'm not someone who is a big clubber. But I have so many stories from my time in university because all I did was club. I went to work, I didn't study, I didn't go to do my fucking grades, which is really bad, right? Or did do any of my classes. Essentially, all I did was hang out with my stoner friend and go to clubs all night, right? Yeah. And it was so bad. Bad for my wallet. I lost like 11 grand in a year. But it was party central, baby. But that was the mosh bar I went to, and I could talk about more. I know that when I first started this show, people were requesting these personal stories of mine because I brought up the club scene when I was in university once, and they're like, well, you should do X, Y, and Z. So to you, Depressed Seal, this was for you.
I'm not a huge clubber. I have a couple friends who do go like bar hopping and go to the clubs. But it's like most of them are like bigger bars, so nothing like that. People have seen like glasses broken on people's heads who are clearly too drunk because they can't form full sentence. But like that's just normal shit. Like that, you'll see that. It's eventually, if you're clubbing fail enough times. But I'm not a huge one. I don't like the club, mostly because the music sucks. I'm a big music person. If you're playing EDM, I'm not going in the club. I'm going to the bars.
You're not a fan of EDM?
Nope. I am going to the bars. I'll have a drink. Maybe talk to the bartender. Maybe talk to the person next to me if they want to have a conversation. If not, I don't bother people who don't want to be bothered, which some people maybe should take a lesson from. However, that's my experience with it. But for the second time ever, a transition, unless Scrap wants to tell a story about anything like that.
No, I don't want to share what it's like to be a woman in a club.
Fair enough. That is...
We talked about it.
It's so
we talked
bad,
about
dude.
it on the first episode, like Scrap's experiences in a club, and we couldn't air it. It was really terrible.
So
can't take a hint. Dudes cannot take a hint, nor will they listen. They are creeps.
Especially if they're drunk. Yeah, especially if they're drunk. It's not... I mean, even normally they won't, right? But, you know,
I think it's really bad when I get a really nice experience that is extremely tame, and for some reason that'll be the highlight of the night. Like,
yeah.
My friends left me for a moment, and I'm standing at the bar alone, and some stranger walks by and says, "Hey, I don't know if you're with anyone right now, but I just wanted to say you look really pretty." And I was like, "Oh my god, thank you." And they're like, "Okay, goodbye." And I was like, bye, and then they left, and I was like, wow, that was so baller. That guy has a big dick.
I mean,
That's
I've
awesome.
done passing compliments. I rarely ever strike up a conversation with someone on the basis of a compliment.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean,
Like if I like someone's hair, I'll compliment that, but I'm there to drink and have a fun time. I'm not there to hit on someone.
You know, but that's the mentality, right? There is guys like me and you, Peasant, who will sit there and just want a good time, right? But I think a lot of people like us, there's two types of people, right? Two types of men, right? There are those who get too drunk, too belligerent, and start trying to have those fun, good times with people who aren't at that level, right? And so it gets to a point where they do come across as very creepy, and they are very creepy, because they don't understand that there is
They don't understand boundaries.
Exactly. They don't understand the same boundaries. They're not on the same wavelength, right? And a lot of people forget that with drinking, being in the club, being anything, right? Is understanding what each other are comfortable with and what they're not comfortable with.
I have
there's a lot of men
controversial on that. It's like, if they're willing to do that drunk, they're more likely doing that sober as well. You don't magically
of course
unlearn boundaries when you're drunk.
No, you don't. I'm just saying it definitely people can go too far. I think people can go very too far. I think the biggest problem is definitely the people who think that's a normal thing to do. I'll describe a friend who I'm going to talk about today in another fucking example who's going to come up later.
Wow.
Because I'm great at transitions.
I
had a friend.
I was going to make a
Same
fucking transition.
Okay, hold up. I was doing a transition.
I was gonna tie it back into cheers culture. I was gonna tie it back to tears culture, but it's fine. You have a story.
I'm glad you're gonna do that. Let me finish my story.
I am.
Right? The same friend we were putting through this hazing ritual, though I don't agree with hazing rituals, there was a period of time, I must stress, a period of time not good, right? You know, Late Night at the Barcade is a fountain of good information and good perspectives, okay? Do not follow me. Okay, but
you were
this
literally
particular friend,
in post-secondary. That's when these hazing shits happen. You're fine.
I know. But this particular person, right, was a very toxic guy. A lot of the times we had to stop him from, you know, touching women in the clubs, being very weird around women. A girl in the club after this one at the mosh pit slapped him in the face because he was sniffing her hair, stuff like that.
Let's go.
Terrible stuff. Terrible guy. And we said to the lady, like, you know, thank God you did something, right? This is terrible. We are so ashamed that our friend
did
is like
he sniff
this.
her like on the head, like on the scalp, or was it like he kind of like grabbed a strand?
She took her hair, took the braid of her hair and sniffed it. You know, very creepy stuff. Very creepy stuff. There's so many things I could say about this particular guy, right? Because I was friends with him for a very long time, even after university. Because at that point, it was kind of just a guy I had never said to him directly I didn't want to be friends with him. So he was just still in my life to a degree, right? And we were going through a whole bunch of stuff. That's benign the point, right? Besides, not benign! Lily, cut it out! She's not going to. I've told her that she doesn't have to cut off much today. But this particular friend was this kind of way, and he would go up to women because he didn't think it was weird. Apart from the pulling of hair and all of that kind of crap, there was a lot of things that he did that to him, he thought was like, oh, it's just within the moment. We're just in clubs. We can be crazy and we can do X, Y, and Z. To him, it was, he didn't understand that, you know, even if you're drinking, you still can't, like, act this way. You still can't act in a way that's not normal, right? Because it doesn't matter what you're drinking, what you're consuming. At the end of the day, you're still talking to people. You're still interacting with real people.
Dude.
No,
you don't get to violate boundaries just because you're under an influence.
But the problem is that is a very common way a lot of people were seeing, right? And the whole point of us doing this hazing thing was to kind of stop him from doing this, right? To, you know, change him into a way that made a lot of sense and that was fun to hang around. Did he change? No, he was creep, and a lot of things happened. But you know, one of the biggest things was this, you know, this terrible behavior to women, because often you'll find in these clubs that, just like I had mentioned 2 episodes ago with people on VR chat and how they speak to one another, people don't understand that you may think this is perfectly natural, but the person on the other side doesn't, right? They're not you. They're not at the same wavelength. They're not your friends who join the bar with you, right? They are strangers who know none of that. You have to act on a point where these people don't know anything about you. You can gauge to what degree, right? Especially, if, because to one will say, like, there are people who go out to bars to be creepy on, both sides of the gender spectrum. Again, if that's what you're looking for, those are the type of people. Yeah, definitely leans 100% more into where men are, right? But if you're a man who wants to find that kind of woman, then you need to still treat the rest of the people you're around with the same amount of respect until you're able to identify that with that person, right? That's just common fucking etiquette. If you want to be creepy and you want to find creepy people, I think you're fucking stupid, right? But, you don't have to. You don't have to do it, right? You could just have a little bit of respect for the people you talk to begin with. If you're someone out there who's gone to a club, take a second to fucking pick up that maybe what you're saying, right, will not be delivered the way you want, and it's probably not being delivered to the person that you want to deliver it to. Anyway,
also,
Peasant,
can I give advice too? I'm so
100%,
sorry.
100%. Yeah.
If there is not an enthusiastic yes, then the answer is no.
Yeah.
Yep.
And even if there is an enthusiastic yes, you're going to need more than just that, buddy, because, a lot of people will
even
feel pressured into it.
If there is a yes, then don't expect that yes to last the whole night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, treat people with the same amount of respect you would in any sort of life. If you are going to a club to get with women, and that is your prerogative, and the women are consensual, they need to be consensual the entire way, right? And if that's not okay with you, then don't do it at all, right? Try something else.
I was going to tie it back to Cheers culture in the sense of,
sure,
it's a matter of situational. It's fine if you want to go to a random crowd if you know that they're already drinking. I think it's fine. If you're in a bar, well, if you are approaching someone and you're lingering over there and you're saying cheers and they don't seem like you want it there and you're still pushing, then it becomes a problem. If you just want to drink and you happen to join a group and say cheers and no one, walk away. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think cheers is exactly a big thing. I don't even think it's an excuse to drink because they're on there to drink already. It's like they aren't looking for an excuse. They're just going around like wanting to take shots with other people. That's kind of it. So it's situational in the fact if the people are okay with it, go ahead. If not, walk away, find a different group.
I think that's genuinely the thing. I think for a lot of people it is an excuse, but for many, right? For many people, and I think a good majority, I don't think people, just like these people at clubs, pick up the fact of these social cues, right? I think people, just like those who mentioned in, our stories about the clubs, lack the awareness or lack the idea or lack even the intention of understanding the people they're talking to, right? There are many, just like the instances me and Scrap were talking about, where, we will be talking about something in our days and someone will come up and say, cheers, it's time to drink. I think it's that level of people have lost the sense or don't think to have the sense of understanding that, that you need to go into a conversation and analyze if that person is on that wavelength and is willing to do those things. Because people will happily jump into conversations, as you've mentioned, and say and talk as if this is the way it's been. This is the environment that they find themselves in, right? Because people aren't able to identify or take the time to sit down and identify if these people are on the same wavelength and are willing to do that.
I think that's
and that's why you.
I think that's true in any other sense besides if you're going to a bar, because then you are surrounded by people who are drinking. You're going to be surrounded by people who want to drink with others. So it's kind of like you're going into a drinking culture and then complaining about the drinking culture. If you want to have a conversation,
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine. So there's plenty of ways to like avoid doing the cheers thing. Just say not interested in that. But you understand, you're walking into a bar where people are drinking with others, and they're happy to do it. In any other circumstances, someone walks up to you in a whatever else, and then they do cheers.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
not
That's
a
a
bar world.
completely different story. That's like,
Well,
you're
that's what
weird
we're
for that.
talking about, right? That's what we're talking about, is that particular thing. I think you're entirely right. When it comes to a bar,
Well, you said cheers culture.
there
That
are-
implies a bar. If it's just
okay.
cheers outside
Yeah,
of that,
cheers
then
culture,
it's not cheers culture.
in terms of, well, I think to a degree, cheers culture in general, a degree of it is these people who go into these completely unrelated environments in groups and Discord groups, all of that aren't in bars, right? VR chat is very specific, where there are bar worlds and bar communities, right? A lot of the cheers culture beyond VR chat, not in real life, but in beyond VR chat.
Oh, what, like Garry's mod and shit?
Garry's mod, Discord, Reddit groups, TeamSpeak, whatever other big communities, people use the fact of cheers, X, Y, and Z in these normal groups that aren't involved around it as an excuse to continue drinking, because, as you've said, Peasant, they do not understand that this is not the community for it, right? Just like guys who go up to strangers in clubs, they don't understand that the people they're talking to are not the people they're looking for, right? And instead of trying to naturally get to that degree at that point, or naturally find out if that person is on the same wavelength, they jump into it blindfolded, as, a lot of people come in for desperation. A lot of people come in for tension. A lot of people come in because they want to spread whatever they're going through, their enjoyments, excitement, whatever, to another group that is not, not about that, right?
Then you're describing a type of person. You're not describing a culture. Cheers culture is specifically in the bar. Anything
Yeah, we're
outside of
describing
that
a type
is
of
a
person.
It's not the culture of Cheers, because Cheers stays in the bar, doesn't leave it unless you say cheers if you're drinking New Year's, whatever, right? Circumstances where if under drinking, that's where cheers is acceptable. Anything outside of that is on the individual, that isn't a part of a culture.
Yeah, look, again, I think a portion of the culture is about this, right? Of people who are like this. This is my personal view, all right?
I know, and I'm
And when I
disagreeing
see
with
people like that, we bring it up. You can disagree, 100%. It's not a debate show, right?
No, I'm
We're
not.
We're
I'm
not going to
just
debate
saying.
against it. But what I'm bringing up, and for the sake of this, right, is that this is a portion of the community, right? Just like portion of the armchair philosopher community that I brought up in the last thing. Not everyone's like that, but these individuals, right, who are acting in this way, same as these individuals, maybe not just the cheers community, but people who aren't able to understand these social cues, right? And care about, understanding those social cues in a context, in clubs, in real life, in communities, in games, in Reddit, in VR chat, and Discord. Because these people are unable to do that, they create these situations where people are uncomfortable. They create these situations where people don't understand what they're talking about. And, they find themselves a lot of the time hurt by the fact that they don't get the positive reception. 2 episodes ago, I brought up a individual that me and Scrap met in VR chat.
I don't mean
who was
to
the
cut
same
you
way.
off. You seem to be talking about a type of person, not even like a culture, because this is going beyond drinking. This is going beyond people who can't read social cues, and that is a very different thing that you are tying to a culture that isn't related. If you want to complain about those people, that's fine. I don't understand the correlation. It's like there's no direct ties between this.
Yeah, no, that's entirely understandable. There's going to be a lot of people with views like you, right, about it. What I'm talking about is, these people by themselves, right? These people who aren't able to pick up social cues and all of that. I'm using people who are part of this cheers culture, small people in the community who are examples of these people who don't pick up social cues. People who are in clubs as examples of these people who go up to women saying you're beautiful, X, Y, and Z, or sniffing each other's hair, right? Like my friend does, as examples of people who aren't able to pick up those social cues. Disgusting, right? That's the problem. That's the topic point that I'm bringing up. Cheers culture in general is perfectly fine. But it's these individuals, not even just Cheers culture, but these individuals who are unable to pick up these social cues in conversations and are unable to sit in a conversation and try and gauge whether that person's on the same wavelength, that are creating these problems, that are making it seem like this drinking culture is so negative. Because I know people, and I've spoken to people in the VR chat community who do believe the drinking community is negative because of people like this who come into worlds and say cheers when it's not a bar world, or when it's not a situation that involves drinking, right?
Like in public worlds?
In publics, yeah, in privates, in
Yeah.
publics, it
I'm sorry,
is
just because
these,
you'll usually find these sickos in Publix.
yeah,
Because
unfortunately.
they can't hold a friend group, therefore they enter a public.
Yeah, and these
Because,
people are
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
like normal people, like people who drink with their friend groups. I mean, we do that,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
like that's fine.
We're doing it now.
And yeah, exactly. I'm just like, sorry, I don't know where I was going with that.
No, I get what you mean. I think because of people like this, and I'll jump back into it, because of people like this, they have this intention of definitely a lot of good, right? Or whatever they want of good. They have this intention for something in these conversations. They have this intention when they go up to women and say you're beautiful, X, Y, and Z, of something. But I think you create a lot of unnecessary uncomfortableness and a lot of unnecessary I wouldn't say pain, but I'll just say uncomfortableness as the word, when you don't sit in these conversations and try and gauge whether this person's on the same wavelength, right? And that's what I'm talking about, is these people who aren't able to understand that, who, I think if you're someone like that, I think you're doing a lot of you're doing a lot of bad for the people around you, and you're doing a lot of bad for yourself. Because
I mean, we have a name for them. They're called drunks.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like we have,
I have
like
an experience
Mm-hmm.
that is unrelated. I mean, not unrelated, but it is related. But I feel like it's gonna derail your topic. So I don't know if you want me to get into it, but
go ahead.
We can do it. I just have one point.
I
hope that
yes.
Yeah, I hope that like makes it more understanding, Peasant, because I know a lot of people are going to have very similar views, right? Because we are drinking, or I'm drinking.
I'm a
little
no,
religious.
but it's like it's the not the distinction between generally what you're talking about, because you're making blanket statements which on their own are fine, but like in what you're attaching to them don't make too much sense. Because if you talk about drunks, anything would have been completely valid, but it doesn't make sense as things you were like you were adding additionally to the subgroup of people you were complaining about.
Yeah, look, well, we can call them creeps, 100%. I'm using it as an example of people in these communities who do that, right?
Oh.
Not saying the community is entirely based upon that, right? But we are talking exactly as you've said, these creeps who are unable to pick up these social cues, right?
Okay, I have a story with a creep.
Yeah.
In that case, if we're like classifying it.
100%. 100%. Let's talk about some creeps.
So I was trying to get to know them as a friend, and for some reason it was a one-on-one, and we decided to drink because I had shared, oh, I have a lot of leftover Jello shots because whatever, my friends didn't want to have them. And I just wanted to get to know this person because I was joining a friend group at the time, and I just wanted to get to know people one-on-one. And every like 2 or 5 minutes or so, he'd be like, oh, you know what time it is? I'm like, oh, what time is it? And he's like, time to drink. And I'm like, oh, we can't just casually sip and hang out. All right, got it. We have to do it on your command. Understood. So he'd do that so fucking often. And I'd be so confused because I'm like, okay, well, you're someone I want to get to know, so I suppose this is okay in the situation to comply. But then later what they did with that information was they went around to the friend group saying, "Oh, this girl's a fucking drunk. She's crazy. She just drinks whenever people offer it." And I was like, "Oh, that's horrible. You're actually stinky. That's gross."
Lovely.
That's its own conversation about creepy.
Definitely.
Exactly.
And,
It
like,
has nothing to do with, because it wasn't the Cheers culture. But I hated
No,
that
no,
he
no.
would say Cheers.
It's
I
absolutely
hated that he was like,
correlated
"Oh, you
in
know
the
what
sense
time
of
it is? It's time to Cheers right now." And I was like, "Is it though?"
it's related.
I think it's
so
an
I get
important
it.
thing. I think it's an important thing, as Peasant said, to identify that this isn't the chairs culture that we're talking about. We're talking about people
Of course.
related to the culture, right? And it's these creeps, these people who go to clubs and are like this, are the creeps, the drunks, right? And
I
if
just
you
wanted to get to
and there's a
know
lot
him.
of people, right? And I'll bring an example. My friend, right, as an example, is someone who at the time, not my friend, but at the time was my friend, who didn't understand that they were that creep, right? And there's a lot of people out
Yeah.
there who will be listening to this now who don't understand that they themselves are like that. To a degree, I think
It's because
you
they
know,
don't want
when
to.
you're
I'm sorry. It's
Sorry.
because they
Yeah.
don't. They're not going to because they don't want to think any reflection about their behavior, because to them they don't care about how they are to other people. They don't only care about their goal at the end of the night.
But that's the point of this show, is to bring up, if you are someone identifying that from this, what we're saying, it's a difficult thing. It's a scary thing to say, hey, maybe I'm a bit creepy, but I'll tell you, if whatever degree you're trying to get out of people, be that you're trying to get laid, you're trying to have good times with people, whatever your device or what you're requiring is, right? I can't stop you from doing that, whether you're being creepy or not. All you need to do is just change the way you approach these things. You know, maybe it's hard to identify that in yourself, and maybe it's hard to say, hey, maybe that is me doing that. But to a degree, you know, everyone experiences that at some point. The difference is everyone who experiences that either identifies that and becomes better, right? Or doesn't identify that and continues to be creeps, right? I can say I've probably acted in a way that's quite creepy in my youth, right? When I was younger, right? Maybe even during college that I was like that. But I think any of the times I've identified that in myself, I have gone out of my way to identify, well, hey, you know, I need to pick up what makes these situations uncomfortable, what makes me want to do these things, and I need to change for not just myself, but for those around me, right? For those who, you know, don't understand my intentions, for those in positions like a lot of women are, where, you know, they're being approached by 5-6 dudes a night being incredibly creepy, right? I think the problem is there's too many guys who are like this in these communities in real life, who aren't able to sit there and say, well, what I do is creepy, sure, but I'm not going to change it because I don't want to identify that. There are a lot of people, like you said, Peasant, who will see this message and will not do anything. But we are urging, and this is what Late Night at the Barcade is for, is identifying this bad behavior and urging you to be better. To be better, act better, and give people the respect that they deserve, right? Okay, well, with that being said, Sigmund, you know, I think we are all in agreement about how bad this is, right? And I hope you guys, as people, do change. But we have been talking about this particular segment for almost 40 minutes now, and that's more than half of the podcast, nearly more than half of the podcast.
Listen,
and
guys, I
wanna
had to get him to
guest's
talk
time.
about Cheers. I had to get him to talk about Cheers culture. It's about time.
It was important.
It's so
He's
important.
been
It's
he's
so
mentioned
important.
in more than one episode. I had to do it. All right, anyways.
Yeah, and you had it done. So we've got a couple things. We've got one more thing. I know Scrap wants to add in a little segment in. We're going to do a segment from Scrap, and then I'm going to get into another segment, and then we're going to do some more topic points, because the beauty of the show is we talk about for 40 minutes one topic point, and in the first 2 episodes, we weren't able to do that. So, you know, if you're someone who wants more topic points, I don't know, die! Okay, cool.
We
Scrap,
cut it short.
I wanted to bring some fun into it.
Okay.
So, we've all played VR chat together, but we mostly
That
stick
we
to
have.
beer pong Yep, versus the many other drinking games that are offered in the game. So, in this segment, I would like to focus
Mhm.
on the roulette wheel, where you would typically sit in a circle, take turns spinning the wheel with other people around you, and then take a drink, depending on what the wheel ends on. So,
Yeah.
for example, the wheel would land on, oh, drink if your model is wearing black. Drink if you've been playing for over X amount of years. Drink if you're
Uh-huh.
a guy. I don't know, and so on. So,
Very
what I'd like to
interesting
come
stuff.
up
Yeah.
with, as you know, just for fun, I would like us all to come up with prompts that are really fucking stupid and niche, but would be hypothetically considered to be on these wheels. We should really just like poll right now, like get world creators to listen in, because this is what the people want.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
for example,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
have a quest.
um,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes?
You no. You get yours and then I'll get mine.
oh, okay. My example is drink if you have lactose intolerance.
That's
Uh,
that's like what, 1/3 of us? I have no
Yeah.
alcohol left. I'm gonna
see,
go get
I
another
got
drink.
Someone fucking.
Yeah, you got me. Are we drinking now with each one that's going on? Is that what we're
Oh,
we're doing?
do you
Do
want?
we want-
Do you want
is that
cheers
what we're
on
doing?
it?
I will have
Are we
a
sure?
sip each. I'll have a sip each for mine because I'm
Nice.
lactose intolerant
Yes.
to a degree.
Nice.
Okay,
We're
let's all go
engaging in
around.
cheers culture.
Oh my god,
We are not
cheers.
supporting cheers culture in this goddamn show.
Oh my god, cheers.
We're not making an
my
entire
God,
episode based
cheers.
upon cheers culture.
If I don't hear ice clinking against glass. I'm
Here, hold on,
cool.
hold on. Let me get nice. I don't.
Let
I
me go
don't.
get another drink.
Yeah?
Listen, I don't.
I'm gonna get
li-
another drink.
I usually drink
Ooh.
my drinks not on the rocks. I'm sorry.
Oh god, terrible. Yeah, I do the same thing as well. Anyway, we're gonna cut in and cut out once we've all got our alcohol, and we're gonna start
Okay.
this little segment because this will be a lot of fun. I'm getting
I know.
incredibly drunk, by the way. The last point, because what I'm doing for this show, just for those at the audience at home, is I am journalizing each part we need to cut. And the last thing I said is scrap talk segment, which doesn't make any
Guys,
sense.
he's
And
very
I don't
thorough
even
with
think it
these
says
notes.
talks.
His editor will
Very
totally
thorough.
understand these.
Lily will love
love
this.
you,
I've got to
Lily.
do
Send me
something for
nudes.
Lily as well after this. Stop fucking asking
Oh,
Lily to send news. I'll be right back.
Lily, please know that you are doing twice the amount of work you probably should be.
You understand, like, hold up.
Did you guys want to go in a circle, or should I just like rapid fire all three I have written
You
down?
understand anything you said in the last 2 minutes will actually go into the podcast. So if you wanted that cut off,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
no,
happening.
I want
didn't
that
have my
fully in.
headphone
I want that fully in.
All right,
I
cool.
want that
on. You
in.
want that fully in? Sure. Whatever that is, I won't know until fucking I see this when Lily finishes.
I want to know.
Lily?
I want
Anyway,
to know that
I've
Lily's
got-
a great editor and does so much for Jhon.
Lily?
Yeah, can I say something that people don't see often, right? Before we
What?
get into the segment. And Lily's gonna have a fucking field day because she again hates the fact that I bring up other topic points within segments, right?
does this
Is
a
that she
lot.
brings up a lot of messages. Like people don't see this often. She will put messages in the episodes. So I don't know if she'll do too many for this one because again, this is a longer episode and we're all so very drunk, and I know she's gonna be drinking while doing editing. So
Lily?
yeah.
Give me your snapshot.
Don't do that. Stop. Again, what I was saying, she brings up a lot. She does little messages throughout the entire episode. So for those who like, who are looking at the visual side, because I know there's a couple of you, feel free to have a look at her little messages. She likes to talk a lot of shit with someone past tense, and I don't get to comment or say anything because I'm not editing the show. Anyway. Let's get back into things. I've got my alcohol. I'm ready to do some drinks with some things.
Okay.
Peasant, do you have a little drink thingy? I think we'll do about 9 of these, and then we'll get straight in.
Yeah, we'll just go around in a circle.
Again, I'm gonna
So,
have to cut
did-
these down pretty bad.
Did you
Yeah.
did you already drink if you have lactose intolerance?
I did, yeah. I had a drink.
Okay, that's me and you. All right.
I think Peasant might be muted.
Okay, then
Yeah.
do you have one?
Wonderful. This is the greatest podcast ever. Yeah,
Do you have
sure.
one?
Drink.
Like something that's really niche and really fucking
Really
stupid, but
niche
you
and
know
really
it
stupid.
might get someone. You know that it might get someone.
Oh, yeah. If you're someone in the
Yeah.
audience, you better be drinking with us, unless you're a child. Don't do that. We do have to do some things. Drink if you've ever had a weird social interaction with someone has sniffed your hair.
Oh, fuck. Yummy.
I think that's too specific.
Hey man, that's specific.
But it got me.
It did. No, it will get.
Scrapped,
You're
yeah.
right. That is meant to be niche. That's my
the
bad.
point.
Yeah.
We've got 8 more of these to go. All right. Do you have one, Peasant?
Oh, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Drink. Fuck. I
Yeah.
Oh God, I just had it. It escaped my.
No, I believe in you.
I can.
We got this, dude.
Oh,
Let's pan out this episode. Let's go.
drink if you make
What?
niche references to your friends and you have to act like they aren't references because they didn't get them.
That feels very specific.
Restart?
I've muted myself
I
on
hate you.
accident. Jesus Christ. Oh Lord.
What's another one? Shiny,
Yeah, you got
I
one,
don't.
Scrap?
Like, I want to make it clear. All 3 of us have to drink on that one.
I was gonna say I've
Oh,
already had a
we're-
drink,
we're
right? I
fucked.
know what you were fucking going for. Yeah. And
thinking.
again, for those at home, you better be drinking with us. This is the show.
This
If
is
you haven't,
late
if
night
you
at the
weren't drinking,
Barcade.
damn right, we're in a barcade. If you weren't drinking to start this episode, you better be drinking now. All right, pause it, have a drink, go back and
That's
have another
right.
drink.
Right,
Enjoy
but
it. Enjoy
I
it.
do want to pause. I genuinely miss barcades. They have been going extinct for a while because everything is becoming
Really?
digital. Yes.
Yeah.
Arcades in general have like
Bro,
closed their doors because they haven't been making
You're
enough
gonna
money.
piss off Lily. I'm scared.
You gotta
Stop
come
bringing
to
up
my
other
country,
topic
man.
points.
Like we
Yeah.
Sorry,
have
I
them
hate to
here.
say it. We have them here, but they close in Canada too. It is not. It is a industry that has a dedicated fan base.
It's a
and I
dying
will appreciate
industry. Yeah.
but it is dying. It's the same thing with movie
Mhm.
theaters. It's the same thing that happened with drive-ins. I personally love drive-ins, but they closed. So
I still got drive-ins.
we still got drive-ins.
Well,
Don't get me wrong; they still exist. There aren't as plentiful.
Yeah.
That's how you can
Peasant, we're
tell.
bringing it back. That's what's
And it's-
happening. All right.
yeah.
This
Okay.
show is bringing it
Yeah,
back.
we're bringing it
Yeah,
back.
people go
Yeah.
outside. People go outside.
Go
All right,
outside
all right,
and
drink.
interact with people with the same interests.
This. How about this? Drink if you've gone to a barcade and had a very uncomfortable situation with someone around a video game or around the bar. I can tell you, I have.
Oh my
with
god, I'm
fucking
taking
stupid
it. Oh
situation.
my god.
If
Oh god.
maybe I don't remember, or maybe my bar is so low that I don't know if something's been weird. Should I drink
think
anyways?
I was gonna say, just drink anyways.
Just
man.
drink anyways,
That's
because
what
you
I'm-
probably
because
have. You probably.
Probably have. And it's same for you,
Maybe-
you at home. You probably have at some point, even if you've never gone to a barcade before. Have a drink. This is a free one on us at late night
When
at the
I go to
barcade.
When I go to a barcade, I'm literally the Asian woman that goes to play on the DDR machine. So, like,
Listen,
I feel
I
like
love the
things
DDR
that happen
machine.
behind my back. Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I
there's
feel like
definitely
just
things.
naturally things have happened
yeah.
behind my back. So
Respectfully,
I
I've
have
been
to
grabbed
drink.
by the waist while dancing, so weird shit happens.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit happened.
shit happens. Take
Yeah,
I'm taking
the
a drink.
only thing that's weird has ever happened to me at again, Lily, I cannot stress enough. We'll be very mad because again, this is supposed to be this segment. Is same friend that I've been mentioning 3 times in a row now. I love mentioning friends. that I
Listen,
don't,
no.
mention the name of.
Hey,
talking shit about
personal story. You said you were gonna do this more.
personal story. Damn right, damn right. This is why I have
farming
you
this
guys
man for
on to
content.
push me up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same guy went to a barcade. I invited him to the barcade because I wanted to play DDR with him, right? And we get on DDR,
Yes.
and these girls come up to us. I think I've told Scrap this story many times. These girls come up to us, and they want to play. And the guy comes over to me. He whispers in my ear. He's like, "Dude, we've got to be fucking good because I want this girl's number." And I said to him, "Dude, I don't know if I really want that."
She's not gonna want your number because you're good at it.
That's so fucking funny.
In his mind, that was the case, right? And
Okay,
so
I have a question.
I'm
One
this-
question.
Yeah.
How old were you?
How old was I at the time? I
Yeah,
think
when
I
this
was
happened.
Oh, don't make me tell you my age.
You don't have to say the
Firstly-
exact
We
ballpark.
just want to know.
Ballpark.
Yeah.
I was
Give a range.
past high school. I was past high school. This is
That's
university.
enough?
This is university.
That
This is
dude
university.
will never reach
Okay.
maturity.
So you were 18
I
to 21,
don't believe he
potentially.
has. Roundabout. Yeah, roundabout. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love
and
that. That's so cute.
To him,
I'm
it
sorry,
was
that's
this.
adorable.
He wanted this Scott Pilgrim moment, right?
Kill him.
Exactly
Kill
what I'm
him.
thinking of.
Kill
I'm just
him.
thinking of like
Kill
this
him.
nerd that's like, I gotta look so cool. Ugh.
I'm sorry.
I need to look
Like,
extra sweaty so that they think that I'm hot.
I think Scott Pilgrim is a fun movie. I hate the guys who like Scott Pilgrim.
High five me through
Yeah.
this microphone right now.
If you like Scott Pilgrim,
Yes.
take a drink while we do this segment.
If
right?
you like Scott Pilgrim, no, I
If
am
you
coming to kill
identify
you.
with Scott Pilgrim, specifically
take
Scott.
a drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
And while I say the story, if you two want, because I know Lily's gonna get very pissed off at me, if you two want to continue this segment of asking drink whenever, please do while I say the story. So we're sitting there doing this DDR, right? These girls come over and he's like, dude, we gotta be the best. You keep in mind, I'm overweight as shit. I have no fitness, and this guy is like in the same boat as well. He's not good. He's never tried DDR before. So we're playing the machine, and we're swapping turns because I'm charismatic, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll do something where this girl is playing with my friend, and I play with the other girl, right? They're whipping our asses because they're great, is really good at the game, and I'm overweight,
Gamer
and this guy doesn't know how to
girl.
play, right? They were gamer girls. Take a drink if you're a gamer girl, dude.
Yeah, take a drink if you wear oversized hoodies and suck on controllers.
Do just that, dude.
That
Do
got
just that.
no. That got exactly 3 people.
Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, fuck you guys, all right? Stop watching the show. And we're doing we're playing the game. I'm getting tired, and at one point I just check out, and I'm like, hey, do you want to just play instead to this girl? And she's like, yeah, sure, of course. And so I'm sitting back. Give me 1 second.
Drink. If
Okay,
you
so
played that
drink water.
okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, you first.
No, scrap.
No,
Go,
you
go.
first.
No, you started first.
What do you mean?
You start first.
I
You
said,
go. No.
Okay, fine. Fine. Drink water if you have work tomorrow, lamau.
That's how French people laugh, by the way.
What do you mean?
Don't worry.
Lamau?
That's totally not a.
Oh,
That's not a
yeah.
reference.
Oh,
And
so
one
I don't do
person
that.
person got that,
Oh.
and I appreciate you.
Sacre bleu. Did you drink water?
No, I'm
Again,
looking at you,
I
Scrap, with
hope you
disappointing
guys-
look.
I hope you guys said great things because
Yeah.
once again, all of that will not be cut out. So 'cause,
Shout out to
you know,
Lily
I
who
wasn't
kept
there.
that all in.
Shout out to Lily. Anyway, my story.
She's the hot one.
Hot ones?
Huh? Hot ones? Sean Evans? Oh, this is a stupid show. This is a stupid show.
Bald head.
Listen,
Anyway, moral of the story is this guy was playing with the other two girls for about 30 minutes while I went off and like hung out. I think I went to a different game and I started talking to someone else. And he comes up to me during this time and he's like, yeah, those girls told me to leave because I was, you know, they didn't like me there. And I said, oh, okay.
wow.
Sure, cool. Yeah. And that was, and then he just left. He just left me in the barcade. He was just very upset. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just keep playing.
Take a
I sent him a
drink.
message. I said, good night.
Take a
Yeah.
drink if you are playing the Alien gun simulator in that barcade, and a kid
Oh my God.
randomly says something out of pocket, which you are like, "Where are his parents?" And he just keeps going.
You know, look, that's never happened to me, but I'm going to have another drink anyway.
He's making the rules, guys. He's making the rules. Criticize him.
I know. I make the rules and then I break them. Can I tell you something about Scrap while she's got her mic muted?
Yeah.
When I said a lot of that stuff in the first ever episode with the ambiguous gestures shit, she loved that. So that's why I'm bringing it up again. There's two things that I know the fans love.
Oh,
And that's when I do singing segments and when I do hypothetical segments. Those are the two big ones. Do I have the brain power and capacity to do hypothetical segments? No.
I do.
But we're... Does Peasant want to do a hypothetical for this thing?
What? What's a hypothetical? Give me some
Okay,
groundwork.
no. There is no hypothetical anymore. We're done.
Okay,
Cut out.
never mind.
We're gone.
I think I know.
Cut out.
No. I think I know what you mean. You go home after a long day's work. You enter. Your wife has made you dinner. She's asleep right now, but your children are still awake. So you walk upstairs, and you see them, and you hear down the hallway. You hear them playing games, or you assume they're playing games. But when you put your ear to the door, you realize they're singing a song. And it's a song you've never heard before. And it's called Don't Stop Girly Pop. And you assume, oh, this must be a new craze that the Gen Alphas are doing these days. But you don't give it too much mind. Because you've had a long day's work and you've eaten your dinner. And you go back to your bed to lay with your wife. But again, you still hear your children screaming, "Don't stop, girly pop!" And you swear to fuck, it's a Thursday night. They have to go to work. No, they have to go to school tomorrow, and you have to go to work in the morning. So you assume, okay, eventually, give it time. 11 p.m., they're gonna stop. They don't. They keep going. And it's the exact same phrase. Don't stop, girly pop. And you just have to live your whole life listening to this goddamn song because you love your daughters.
You do. And you're sitting there now, days have passed, and you're in your car. You're in your Jeep because you love Jeeps. As a kid, this was your dream car, and you're in your dream car right now. You've just come back from a hard day of work again. Work has asked extra shifts. They keep asking extra shifts. You keep obliging. You need the money. You need to afford your children's education because your wife, she came from a private school and she wants her children to experience the same education she once had. And so you sit there. You're in your car, you've just worked a 12-hour shift, and your wife, she's doing her own kind of work, and she's required you to pick up the kids from your aunt. You know, fortunately, your aunt was in town, and she was looking after the kids at her home, her bachelor pad. And you get up to the door, right? You knock on the door a couple of times, no one answers. You peep through the windows of the living room. You don't see anyone, but you hear music. You hear this similar song that's been playing for the past days, day and night. Don't stop, girly pop. And you're knocking on this door. You want to get past this agitation in your brain, because all you want to do is take your kids and take them home. It's late. It's nighttime at this point. You're tired. You're exhausted. You knock on the door. You knock twice, and a fourth time. And finally, your aunt opens the door. The kids are dressed head to toe in pink and purple curls covered in glitter, with their singing the song that has tormented you for days and days. And yet, in this moment, you have nothing but stone cold remorse for the two children who you slave away for continue to sing the song that you've told them many times. In the day prior, you said to them how much grief it gives you, how you can't sleep anymore, how there's a 12-hour shift the next day and you needed the sleep. And in your mind brews resentment. And so you take your kids, you bring them into your van, You go home, they continue singing the song throughout the entire car ride. And as soon as they get home, they wake up your wife who's already asleep. She has a shift in 4 hours' time. You're annoyed. Your love of your life, who you wanted to come here to your house, you wanted to quietly come in, have a good time, maybe sit on the couch for a couple of hours, is now wide awake because your kids couldn't sleep. And so you sit there as your wife berates your kids and your kids continue to sing your song. You're sitting there now on the couch watching. You're not even really watching the TV at this point. You're not even really hearing the argument that's going on behind you. You are finally in this point where you see the world for what it is. Everything you've worked for and everything you've done has led to this point, and you're unsatisfied. And there's nothing you can do.
As you look at the blankly TV that's sitting in front of you, this off screen that you are not truly looking at because you are blankly in your mind, so absorbed in your thoughts, you think, I'm unsatisfied, but my kids are happy with this song. This earworm has been bothering you for days. Your lunches have been torturous because all it does is play in your head. And you look at them and you feel glad that they can enjoy themselves. But God, does this song annoy you? It is something that is so simplistic, but yet so catchy, and it bothers you. And that worm sticks in your brain as it fickly drives itself in deep in thought about how Don't Stop Girly Pop just constantly playing and playing. And yet, through all this frustration that you feel for this, you look at your two kids and you understand that they are having a good time. Regardless if they are keeping you up at these restless hours and you have a shift, you understand that shift is for them. And you want to provide a better life for them and you want to provide for them. But you just can't. And then you have a deep resentment for this song that just keeps building and building. And yet you can't let it out because it's like, you know, your daughters like it. You know they love it. They were singing it with joyous things and late hours of the night. And you sit there and you can't help but just sit there and reflect in that because you don't know how to get it out of your brain, but you don't want to disappoint your kids, but you still need to provide for them.
Let me do some clicks on the mic. I hope this comes up on. You guys do some clicks. Do some clicks like those.
Oh, we had like
those,
the snapping.
Rap,
like the
yeah, the rap poetry. Yeah,
slam poetry.
Slam poetry.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea where it was going. I kind of was.
It doesn't matter. I just want to say I love you both so much. I'm so happy that our co-guest hosted a hypothetical. I'm writing that into the next contract. Speaking of. Next segment, we're talking actually about co-guest hosts. So, for those who don't know, those may have picked it up already, you're a smart one. But for those who do not know, we love you too. Let me tell you what co-guest hosts are. Scrap and Peasant here, right, are our first ever co-guest hosts. What that means is they... Okay, whatever I've said is what your name is. All right? Okay, co-guest hosts. I've mentioned it in the previous episode. For a lot of people didn't see that, but I didn't mention it in the 4th episode. So this is co-guest hosts are something new that I'm trying to do with Late Night at the Barcade. Is I'm trying to have people come in who are guests, right? Peasant here and Scrap here are guests, but they also do act like hosts, right? To a degree, you know, there's going to be some ups and downs, right? As we are getting used to the idea of doing this podcast. You know, there are no contracts being sent out yet, but at some point, when this podcast gets to a degree where I can do contracts. Yeah. Okay. Peasant is here against his will. But, you know, the idea I have with these co-guest hosts they are people who come in every now and then, maybe twice or thrice a year, right? Who come in for an episode and act as a extra host who is also a guest. We'll ask them about their questions, what they're up to, what they're doing, and they will act as a host. So Scrap here has been a host before. She has a lot more experience, and she is one of our first. Same here with Peasant, who is also one of our first ever co-guest hosts. And hopefully in the next season, co-guest host, sure, whatever. And hopefully in the future, we will have a lot more people coming in. I do have some other people who are interested in joining the pod. I can't say their names yet because I don't know if they want to come in. Nor do I know what names they want to go by. But they are, you know, interested in joining the pod at times. So the idea is that over the years, we will have episodes done by me, and we'll have episodes like this, where we'll have another co-guest host. Maybe we won't be drinking the entire time like we are now, because good God, I'm already drunk, right?
What do you mean?
It's only 3 p.m. I've had 5 bottles of wine. Sorry, I've had 5 glasses of wine.
That's not like...
It's like 5 bottles is crazy.
5 bottles is crazy.
Yeah, I've had 5 bottles.
75 ml with the
Damn right. And I've lost my heavy weight since being in university. I'm a bit of a medium weight now. But that is what co-guest hosts are, and we're gonna hope for the next season of Late Night at the Barcade, which in fact, starting next episode will be the next season. We're adding, hopefully, and I just threw my pen into the corner of my room, which is wonderful. So it's great. We're going to try and add a lot more stuff. We're going to have more stuff again with Lily. She has talked to me, so long as I actually accept her existence as a person, she will do a lot more stuff as well with the show. We're planning on having webcams of myself, maybe not the co-guest host, but myself, some point within the show's time next season. We got a lot more stuff planned, so I can't wait for you guys to see us in the next season, which will be next episode, so hopefully next week. You know, as I've alluded to before, we've got a lot more time on our hands now that the job that I'm doing starts in February. So expect, I think... Don't hold me against this. 16 more episodes. Expect 16 more episodes, okay?
Hold him to it. Hold him to it. I want to see comments that are commenting where these 16 episodes when he doesn't provide, all right? I want to see him held accountable for not making these episodes that he is promising.
Peasant is my greatest fucking hater, and I hate him.
Yes.
Wait, are we closing off?
No. We've got a lot more of the podcast.
Oh, thank fuck. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, because I'm like, this sounded like see you next time.
No. We've got a lot more. This is just the midpoint, and then we've got another midpoint. Yeah. Peasant's leaving right now.
Hang up noise right now, Lily. Put it on.
Jhon is pointing a gun at me. He is forcing me to leave. He doesn't want to hear.
Hostage.
Once again, we're going to be trying to get Scrap and Peasant on again, maybe some time throughout this year, if they're okay with that. And if you guys are very happy to see them in this particular episode, we will definitely do this again for the season 3 finale, whenever the fuck that happens. But yeah, expect 16 more episodes. Don't hold me against it. This is the end of this segment. Lily, continue to the next one, baby.
Without a transition.
Without a transition. There is no transition.
Lily, have doomed Yuri with me, Lily.
Stop bringing up Lily. I'm so drunk.
Lily, you're not getting the appreciation you deserve from Jhon. Demand more.
It will happen. It will happen. All right, we are back. Stop talking. Stop talking. We are back, okay? We had a little break, a little time to calm down. I hope everyone filled up their alcohol. I hope you, in the audience, filled up your alcohol too. We've got our first ever letters to share on the podcast. So we're going to do that now. We have about 3 of them today.
Are
so
these
we're going to
emails?
spread that out throughout the next 30 to 40 minutes, starting with number 1. This is from Let me think of a name to give this person.
Miranda.
Bella.
Whoa,
No, it's Bella.
wait. Is this
Yeah.
emails to latenightbarcade@gmail.com?
Barcade. You fucking shut up, firstly, because I know what you're doing. We'll be there after this. Jesus Christ.
Nightbarcade@gmail.com.
Yeah. You guys are fucking mad. I hate this show. I hate you. Anyway, we have our
One more
first
time
ever.
for the kids in the back.
Shout out to those lovely fans who have sent these messages. Even though Jhon may not like you, we like you.
All right.
We think
First
you're pretty
ever
cash
email
money.
sent to this show, right, is from, again, as we're doing this before, you haven't put in your email whether or not you want your name to be shown, or whether you want your email not to be told on the podcast. So we're going to give you a basic name. This is from Bella. Hello, single mother of 3 here. I was listening dutifully to your podcast while sewing, and I had the horrid thought of my 6-year-old wearing a Quest headset for the first time. Oh, this is already going great. Is there any advice you can give to a single mother of 3 in order to prevent the inevitable of my sweet darling prince becoming a Cheers bro in the near cyberpunk future? Here's what I have to tell you, all right? Thank you for sending a message to the podcast. Firstly, I don't know what to say to you, in fact. Any advice not to tell your child to go on the internet? Here's what you should do. You should grab your child, right? Handcuff them to the fucking board of a iron fucking furnace, right? While the skin burns on the back of their flesh.
Okay, well, Jhon gets maybe a little too out of hand. Please do not abuse your kids.
I think you should
Don't
enable them and
abuse your
give them
child,
money for
abuse your
Roblox.
child.
I think you need to...
Please don't let Jhon is not serious
Roblox.
when he makes these claims. This is all satire, and none of it is what he believes.
All right, here's some actual advice, all right? Don't handcuff your child to the iron furnace, right? What you should do is take your child's virtual headset, right? That's what you gotta do. You gotta take the child's virtual headset. You gotta take it away from the child for some time. You gotta talk to the child while you're taking it away. And right in front of them, you need to crush it to tiny pieces with a sledgehammer. All right? Don't give your child a headset. That's what you need to do. That's your problem number 1.
No.
Are there
Don't listen
parental
to him.
locks for Quest?
There are.
Is that a
But
thing?
that's not.
yeah.
Fuck.
But
Oh my God,
that's
I
not
did
the
know.
point. What you're going to do is you're going to list it on whatever website you can find for 2 times
On
the
eBay.
price. On eBay
Yep.
for 2 times the price.
Ooh.
You're going to
Yes,
give
you are.
people who will argue the price. Don't give in to them. Give someone who will argue 2/3 of the price, because then you're still making a profit. And then sell it, and then give none of the money to kid and enjoy the profit of your kid not becoming chronically online and you having some pocket change to spend.
And you being a good mother. And then you're going to bring it up 5 years down the line and say why you're a good mother for doing that. What you should do instead of doing that is break down the headset into its components, rewire it into one of those, rewire it into one of those Sword Art Online headsets, so when your fucking son puts it on their head, they die when they die in game. That's what you should do, alright?
They're gonna die to their tomato allergy.
listen.
They're gonna...
If anyone is willing to do a service, trust me, I am the first client there.
Yeah. Peasant here has claimed on the podcast that if you want your headset to turn into one of those Sword Art Online things, let him know.
I want the risk of my brain melting, so please reach out to me at latenightbarcade@gmail.com.
That's right.
Yeah. Speaking of, again, if you want to send an email through, that's latenight@thebarcade@gmail.com. Send hate mail. We actually have some hate mail today, which I know Lily is a big fan of, because every single episode she asks you guys to do hate mail, which is wonderful, which I love.
Honestly,
I
what a
love
queen.
Lily.
Honestly,
Yeah, what a
Lily,
queen,
you're
what a
so
queen.
real for that.
Speaking of Lily, this is the one point I told her about 1/3 of the podcast. Oh, sorry, halfway through the podcast, I would bring up the fact that I have not talked about her at all in the last episodes. She asked me specifically. in the last episode, after I had sent her the last episode and expected her to get it edited within a day, she did. She did a great job, right? Now,
God damn it.
let me tell you, Lily, I am sorry. For all that it's worth, I have spent the past 5 episodes not bringing up your existence, and from now on, from time till dusk, for the remainder of this show, I will bring up the fact that you have done it all. Every time in this show that I've said that I edit the podcast, I haven't, to a degree. I haven't. You know, it has been Lily. She has been an absolute driving force the entire way through. And Lily, to you, please don't leave me. I need you to edit the podcast. You are invaluable, and I love you. All right? And I hope that's enough. And you're going to say something horrible, I'm sure. You've been saying stuff horrible the entire time.
Lily,
Lily, stay with this man. He is swinging. He is swinging a rope. Please stay with him.
That's right. If you leave me, Lily, I will kill myself.
Lily, if you take requests in adding hate to the podcast, send me your PayPal. I will pay for messages.
That's what I'm saying. Give me your PayPal. Man.
I will pay for
have a
Patreon.
When we establish the big old Patreon in the sky, most of it will go to Lily, and she'll be paid because she doesn't get paid for the editing. She does it out of fun. Which I take full advantage of. I'm sorry. Eventually, we will get to the point where we can pay her. So, for those watching
Lily,
right now,
this is Peasant. I will pay for these hate messages.
Peasant will, but for those who are watching right now, if you want Lily to be paid and you want me to continue what I'm doing, like, comment, and subscribe. You know what YouTube told me the other day? They said, apparently, I don't ask you guys to subscribe enough. I think it's terrible. I think it's sucking a lot of cock that I don't have to do.
Corporations, baby!
That's what they want, and it lets me pay Lily down the line. So, if you want to do that, if you want to help out, really all you need to do is just send some emails and give a like and comment and subscribe. I know it's annoying, okay? I hate it too. I usually skip past it, but we have to, okay? We've got 2 more letters to go through, which we're going to do in somewhat within the next couple of things.
Can I give a statistic?
Yeah, 100%.
Every 5 emails will make Lily smile. So please, if you have the time, just spend 20 minutes writing emails to latenightbarcade@gmail.com.
Make sure they're hate mail.
Wait. Oh, it is Late Night Barcade. Sorry, I got it wrong. Yes, it is Late Night Barcade.
Late Night Barcade.
I know.
@gmail.com. All lowercase.
gmail.com.
No spaces.
Exactly. No spaces. No dashes. Nothing @gmail.com. There may be people out there who thought there were dashes, commas, spaces, or exclamation marks, maybe even capital letters, who got it wrong. If you have, just send your email again.
Listen, I know Jhon has been unspecific in past episodes, but it is latenightbarcade@gmail.com. No spaces, no uppercase.
I don't pay these guys to advertise.
@gmail.com.
All lowercase @gmail.com.
Again, please send emails. He is holding my family hostage.
latenightbarcade@gmail.com. People have tuned out. People have fucking tuned out.
Okay, so like in Gmod, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like VRChat / Roblox, but like actually no, Roblox is Gmod for baby dice. But
alright guys,
I've had
Gmod. It's short explanation. I'm sorry to cut you off, Scrap. But
yes,
Garry's Mod is an extension of the hit game franchise Half-Life, and it was an extension where it's a sandbox, and a lot of people roleplay.
Yes.
Go ahead, Scrap.
Yes, so I was in one of these roleplay servers because I am indeed a loser, and I didn't understand it at first because obviously I go in there for the roleplay because, again, I am a loser, so I was there specifically for the roleplay. What I didn't know was that people go there to drink. Like, genuinely, they just go there to drink. Kind of like how people would use a VRChat bar world. They go in there to drink, but they don't want to drink alone, obviously, because they're in a social game. So they will spend the rest of their time in this RP world trying to kind of like gauge if people are drinking. And once they do find that people are drinking, they'll be like, hey, do you want to drink with me? Do you want to take a shot? Sorry, we did a tangent and went all the way back to Cheers culture, Lamau.
Wonderful. All right, back to Cheers culture. Wonderful.
Shaking finger,
so
not Cheers culture. Social drinking into the fact of trying
social
to find
drinking
social
games
drinking
where it is inappropriate. Yes.
When inappropriate. Okay, wonderful. Let's go on. Let's do this.
Because I didn't realize that people were like, I don't know how to explain it, where it's like people will say, oh, I made a Google Doc to prove that this person should be canceled. So it's kind of the idea of like, oh, I didn't know this thing can be used for evil. So it's like, I didn't know Garry's mod could be used for evil, because I was using it to pretend that I'm like, I didn't know things, so I just wanted to roleplay a funny little character, and then people were like, oh, do you have alcohol accessible to you? And I would be myself and say, yes, I do.
And then they'd be like, shoot them.
Do you want to take a drink with me? And I'd be like,
whenever anyone asks you that, you do have to shoot him, just like Peasant said.
Yeah,
that's
you take
what's on
the gravity gun, you take a box, and you slam it against their fucking character.
Take the gravity gun from fucking Jhon, put a giant fucking fridge above their head, and you go up and down until it crushes them into a paste. Yeah.
I wish I had someone to tell me that at the tender age of 19, because I did not. So I would, and I joined, and then at a certain point, they were just like, oh man, you're so cool. Do you want to join my Discord server? And my drunk ass self was like, yes. Also, by the way, I am in a country where the legal age of drinking is 19. So they add me into this Discord server, and it's just a dude, and I don't quite remember if he was on webcam, but regardless, me and a friend joined that server, and we're just constantly drinking, and it gave me a very quick aversion to whiskey, because that was the only, well, not the only time, but like one of the hardest time I really gave in to peer pressure, because it was just extremely new to me to have someone in this game that I enjoyed quite a lot be like, yeah, let's just keep going. Let's just keep drinking since I know that you're drinking. And it was, now that I think about it, kind of predatory, and I feel so sorry for my younger self. But I remember leaving that call. No, I muted myself in that call, and then I stayed in that call, actually, and I just threw up.
Oh,
I was okay. Obviously, I'm alive now, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, it was one of those instances where it's like, oh, damn, I threw up on Garry's mod, and I'm just gonna clean it up tomorrow. So it was, like, bad.
Oh my god. You know, I don't know the context of this, so I can't give a moral of it, but, you know, if we're pressuring people...
The moral of the story is that if you're playing a game to not drink, don't do it just because you have the option.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't drink because you have the option. All right. Don't drink.
Do it if you genuinely want
Guys,
to. Don't say it. Don't do it just because someone asked you to.
RP is fine sober. Don't drink while RPing unless it's stated by everybody in the party.
I entirely agree. Like, well, hey, look.
You might think it'll make you look cool. You might think it'll get you in a circle. It doesn't. No. Just take care of yourself. Just love yourself.
Don't pander to one another's. Now, can I say two things? Firstly, while I tried to go take a piss, I nearly fell over. I didn't know how drunk I was until right now. Awesome. Terrible.
He died in the bathroom.
Secondly,
you're so cool.
Secondly, we have two more things. We are also getting close to time. We're at 2 hours now. We're hoping to get to 2 hours 30, so I don't want to take too much time out of my co-guest host.
Respectfully,
we could make
the next two subjects won't be too long. They do not require as much complexity as Cheetah's Cult conversation did.
Of course, segments for the
well, you're gonna have to save it for the next time you come on the show because we've got two more.
That's right. We're coming back, baby.
Damn right, they're coming back. All right. We'll probably try and do this again at some point within the year, maybe a month from now, a couple of episodes, and I will let you guys know beforehand. Check out the Twitter. It's attached to the YouTube channel. It should be attached to the Spotify channel. Who knows if it is? I have a Twitter, but you're not going to find out, you two, but everyone else can find out, right? Check it out.
You heard that? He's holding me against his hostage. I'm now hostage. Please save me.
I've got a gun in his head. We've got 2 more things to go through, so we are going to try and wrap this up. We're going to do one more topic point. We're going to get through these 2 more letters that we have, and we're going to talk about some more stuff, because I need to finish off how we get in touch. But let's get into it. 2 more emails. We have an email from a child. We're gonna call you Tommy, right?
Oh my god!
Once again, Kitty, you haven't asked us not to bring it up on the show, nor have you addressed a name. So I'm going to change your name to Tommy. Tommy says, and Tommy writes in, my mommy said no more Discord past 10 p.m. and it's all your fault. I was farming the market on Kazal online. A little throwback to 2 episodes ago when we were talking about Kazal. I was farming the market on Kazal because I wanted to meet you in game. Oh, that's sweet. And invite you to my group. And because I was asking around in character as a disheveled Argonian maid that is also sexy, wonderful. I was so loud, too loud in fact, and now I'm grounded. I hope your socks get wet. Well, Tommy, fuck you. No.
As the PR representative of this podcast, he does not actually mean that. Tommy, you do not. He's not saying go fuck yourself.
Tommy, I need you to write 5 more of these.
Tommy, if you're a child out there and not just an adult, you need to stop watching this show. The show is not for you. I set this to not 18, okay? So it's your fault for clicking on this thing. Anyway, look, big fan of if you wanted to see me on Kazal. I don't play Kazal anymore because of what I mentioned. I was told by a mutual
Kazal
friend.
is very fun.
Kazal is not fun.
Kazal is fun. Fuck you.
Reinstall.
I'm not reinstalling it. The game sucks. All right.
It doesn't suck. Jhon just has bad experience.
A mutual friend of mine said to me that was probably one of the funnest rants I've done. So I need to do more of those rants. Is it gonna happen now? No, I'm busy. Okay. Anyway, for you little kitty, you wanted to see my character on Kazal. That isn't gonna happen. I'm not that big. But let me tell you a little secret between you and me. All right. If you know anything about Windhelm, meet me in Windhelm. All right. Talk to a guy named Alvar.
Go to White One. Be a guard.
Don't go to Whiterun. Don't
go to Whiterun. Be a guard.
There's a guy named Elvar that is a friend of mine. You talk to him. Everyone knows him. And you'll be able to find me, all right?
Don't talk to him. Go to fucking Dawnstar. Go to fucking Whiterun. They're more interesting towns.
Don't go to Stormstar. Don't do any of that.
They're significantly more.
Yeah,
Lily.
We love Lily.
Lily
you kept asking around. Oh my god. I can't have you two on my show. This is terrible.
What did I
and you hope my socks. You're just as bad. Don't even say what have I done.
I just want Minnie to step on me sometimes. That's all.
Just fucking jokes.
This is your fault, Tommy. This is your fault.
Tommy,
you're making us all hate each
other.
other.
Reason for their parents' divorce.
Don't let your parents divorce, Tommy. Stay on the show, all right? We're going to need kids like you to keep subscribing to Patreon when it comes out,
kids,
all right?
Don't follow this show. Don't listen to him. Don't follow this show, kids. Please just click away. Anyway.
Believe in Peasant. Peasant doesn't know what he's talking about.
Is Tommy one of the child of 3?
I don't know. All right, I
assume not.
Maybe it's the kid.
He's playing Kazal. He's probably only playing Skyrim.
Oh, you're right.
He's probably a tiny little baby boy, and we don't hate you. I don't want anyone known who sends me letters in the future to know that I hate you. All right,
don't worry. Only I hate Jhon.
I don't remember that. I don't remember saying that to you, Tommy. What I said to you, Tommy,
Lily,
was nice
play
things.
it 5 times.
Lily, roll the clip.
Lily, don't play it 5 times, all right? We have
Lily,
one more
you do
minute
so
to
much
do.
for
I'm
this.
getting-
Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. Okay, this is another little thank you. And she's gonna hate me, dude. The amount of fucking things she has to do for this episode. Oh my god. We have another thing back. We're gonna call you
Leave it on.
shut up. We're gonna call you Garry. Garry sends in our
Gary's
first
mod?
ever actual shut up. Our first ever actual our first ever actual hate mail is what has been sent by Garry. He says, "Oh my god, I can't believe you talk so poorly about the Dark Triad. I believe so much into it. It ruins my life. You just don't understand it. You suck. Fuck you," is what he said to me.
Wow.
Well, look, we're always happy to have a little bit of hate.
Okay.
I know Lily enjoys the hate a lot. You know, she's probably feeling good. Do I have anything to say to you? I don't know. You stupid, stupid idiot.
Okay,
I could show you a goddamn email. I
respectfully.
could dox you right
No,
now.
all right. Thank you, Gary, for reaching out to the podcast. We will not dox your email, nor will we say anything about you.
We would not be doing that at all, but I could. I'm just letting you know,
Let
okay? You send
the
that hate
record
mail.
show Jhon is just going on a power trip. This is not what will happen ever.
No. I'm happy for you to send this. Look, there are people in the comments who have sent hate mail. That's fine too. I'm not going to send your emails. I think it's really fun. I'm glad you're enjoying the content to a point where you're happy to send some hate mail. So remember, if you want to send some hate mail, send it over to latenightbarcade. In fact, don't do that. It's latenightbarcade at gmail.com. Yeah. Not
Late
late night
night
at the barcade.
At Barcade. No, sorry. Late night barcade at gmail.com. No capitals, no spaces,
No capitals,
no
no
dashes.
spaces,
Late night
no dashes,
barcade
no
at
apostrophes, nothing.
gmail.com.
My headphones fell on the floor. Everything's
No
going to
shout-outs.
shit. We
Guys,
have one more thing to
Remember,
talk about.
he has the wrong email written down in his script.
Shut up! You don't know that! Don't tell me! Don't fucking tell me! That has been the end of the show. Well, thank you all for watching. We've had to cut out a lot of stuff, and I've had to be interrupted twice! Whatever, it's fine. It's whatever it is, what happens. If you'd like to get in touch at latenightbarcade at gmail.com. I want to thank both my co-guest hosts for appearing this evening and spending an extra 2 hours on top of the time that I had already promised them, because I was late to the show and I forgot to bring up why I was late to the show for you guys in the audience. Thank you so much, Scrap, and thank you so much, Peasant, for showing up.
Just remember, the name's Peasant, and he is holding me hostage here. Please let me escape.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Stay bold, stay beautiful, and I forgot the last part.
That's fine. Look, thank you for watching. Once again, thank you, Lily. I have to address the fact that you are doing the edit. We thank you for sitting this here the entire
Lily, the
time
unsung hero.
while sitting down. The unsung hero that keeps us together. You know, we've got some things to do, some things to improve on for the show, but
Play
we'll
the
see
music.
you. Play the music, cut the music. We'll see you in season 2 coming out maybe next week. Depends on what's happening. I have a lot going on. Who knows? Depends on how Lily's going. As I always say, and I forget as soon as I say it, be bold, be brave, stay beautiful, people. Good night from all of us here at Late Night at the
I'm
Barcade.
sleeping in
We'll
the
see you next
barcade.
season.
Goodbye.
You can't sleep in the
I'm
barcade.
sleeping in the barcade.
Bye. Scrap, say bye before we end. Bye.
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 Lily.
Ah. Stop. Okay, this is the podcast has been cut by this point. I'm getting
It doesn't
more else.
matter.
Lily.
Lily's still seeing this.
Lily. Give me your cup size, Lily.